Creating an alarm.com camera rule. Go to alarm.com and log in with your login information. When you log in, go to video, then recording rules. Once in recording rules, click add new rule. Then you want to go to video analytics. Click on the camera and then scroll down, and you want to click ground zone or tripwire. Ground zone is for loitering and people in an area. A tripwire is for people crossing over a certain area. In this example, I'll click tripwire, followed by next. You then want to say whether your camera is indoors or outdoors. This one is indoors. And click next. First, you want to give your rule a name. For this one, I will just call it a test. Then I'm going to clear the tripwire and draw it again. First click and second click. This way, anyone coming in from the shop or from the road will get caught. You can then switch directions. If you look at the arrow, if you only want it from a specific way, or 90% of the time, you're probably going to want both directions. When you want the rule to record, you've got to set a minimum delay between clips. We recommend keeping it on 3 minutes, but if you want it less than that, you can do. The rule will run. This is when the rule will work. If you want it all the times, leave it ticked as all the times. You can change it to specific times by picking the date, the start and end time. Or if you want it to work only when the system's set, if you have an alarm system, you can click all the time, and then when the panel is disarmed. This means when the system's armed, the camera rule will work. Next, perimeter guard. Some cameras have lights and sounds. You can turn these on and off as you please. The light on the camera can blink if triggered for a certain amount of time, or can make an audio noise at a certain volume. You can set delays between this as well. We recommend keeping it the same as the delays above, but if you want it different, you can. Notifications. For this one, I'm only going to want people, but if I was looking at a driveway, for instance, I would want people and cars. If it didn't pick up everything you wanted it to pick up, you can also click other. Next, who it notifies, your email or any phones that have been linked to the account. So for instance, I'll set it to the 2 iPhones on this account. If you have any smart sockets or lights on the system, they can also be triggered. Say if I had a lamp that was plugged into a smart socket and I wanted the camera to turn that on when it got triggered, I could click on that and what I wanted to trigger. So for instance, if I was looking at a driveway and I didn't want a car to trigger the light, but I did want a person to, then I'd just leave the person. Even though above, I could leave it so a car, other and person would trigger a notification to my phone. And you can do time frames for the lights as well. For instance, if you only want it on at night time, you can do only during the following times and set it up for night time only. Say 4 PM till 5:30 the next day. We recommend this over only after sunset, as you could be more specific. When done, click save. Your rule will then be saved. If you want to pause your rule, you can. If you've got people coming over, trades or family, and they're going to be there for a while, you can set it for specific amounts of times so you don't get notified when people are walking past the camera, or if you don't know how long they're going to be there for, you can turn off the rule completely and then manually turn it back on. If you want to edit this rule again, click on the edit pencil. If you want to delete the rule, click on the delete and delete rule button.